Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow, right side.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. This defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Right side.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Barnett. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I are a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Yellow. Attack. Hey, 15. Right side.
Here's Mahomes to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. They'll run for it with Smith. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Right side.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Pacheco
is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
To the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
180. Tonight. 180. For him. You. Middle.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 1.
Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Middle. Hey, middle.
They go play action now. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 6.
Hey, middle. Hey, ready. Ready. Ready, shot.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this one is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. I'm so used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Jackson going to keep it. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with 4th down and 1.
Hey, 180.
Before he's brought down right on the chalk of the trail.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Ravens at 9-1 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ready, shot. Hey, middle. Shut up.
This time Jackson will throw it. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And now they'll shift things around.
180. Ready, shot. Hey.
Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Right there, we can do it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Sit on. 180. Ready, shot.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Hey, Ozzie! Hey! Hey, report! Report!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Middle. No, we changed it. You at X.
Now Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Let's start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Xavier Worthy,
54 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Mahomes will do it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. He'll be here before you know it. If it ended today...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's on his way. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And his pass incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good 1st step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll try to do it himself. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second and a couple.
Hey, report! 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 Hey, hey!
Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, Ozzy! What are you? What? 13.
Now it's Jackson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
180! 180! Yo. Hey, middle. You at X. Yo. Hey.
Here's Jackson. Seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. Gets this one to Hill.
And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up fourth down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now here's Mahomes.
Open man right side is Rice.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Of
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
His kick is good.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for ACC.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Pushing his way through.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
To throw is Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chiefs.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away this time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
On third and short, the defense did a really nice job of telling the quarterback, we're not going to give you the short routes and throw it to the sticks. You're going to have to beat us throwing it downfield. What they didn't account for, his legs. He pulls it down and runs for a first down.
And Mahomes will do it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On third down, it's Pacheco. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Here's Pacheco once again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Inside handoff, Smith. Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashard Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Jackson. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
180, 180.
Play action. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. We'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They go play action with Jackson. That is caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Yo.
To throw again is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. George Karlaftis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratching their head. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
At the 26-yard line.
13. Hey.
Jackson now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Report. Shut up.
He'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Report. No, what?
Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Shut up. No, we changed it. Shut up.
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Report.
Now it's Jackson. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Second and goal from the 1. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Kansas City.
Mahomes will do it himself. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
13. Sit up.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
Runs over him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest. And they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The short throw caught by Andrews. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That one too wide and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes. Mahomes will do it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it,
It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Ravens, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The Pick Your Me Click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey.